Good afternoon, San Andrew Christian Church. I realize it's probably morning if you're watching this, maybe. My name is Brandy Seidel, and I was asked by John to give a stewardship moment today. So when he asked, I was like, I know what I'm going to talk about, and I want to do it on a specific day. So today is Friday, August 14th. And knowing that you guys weren't going to be watching this until Wednesday, August 19th. But today in our house is Colin's birthday. He's 5. He's very excited. He's spoken like a true 5-year-old little boy. So miraculously, he's in the other room playing quietly on his tablet. But when I was asked why we give back to St. Andrew, it comes down to a couple of things. And a big one revolves around him. 5 years ago when he was born, the church kind of rallied around us, and they brought food, they helped watch Abby, they came over so I could take a shower. They helped step in when Darren went back to work, and I was like, well, what am I going to do with 2 kids? I have to keep them alive all day long. Scary stuff for a new parent. Even though I was a parent already, it was hard juggling 2 kids. So, and in the year prior to that, I had had a couple of emergency surgeries. And again, our church family rallied around us and bring us meals and sat with Darren in the waiting room, offered prayers of support, you name it, they were there. And so when we think of stewardship in our house, it's not necessarily just a financial gift, but it could be like a spiritual or just an in-person gift. So we've been giving to St. Andrew for 10 years now, and when we first joined, we had this laundry list of things. Like everybody who has joined or come by our church, it needed to have X, Y, and Z along with A, B, C, and LMNOP. And St. Andrew checked off 90 some odd % of those. So keep in mind when you are donating that it's not just a financial donation, but a spiritual and a body donation. Maybe it's a gift donation of your talents, something that only you would be able to offer, or you can offer somebody else in their time of need. So that is why we have donated and will continue to donate to St. Andrew, because you all are our extended family, and even those who come in after and just are seeking refuge or just need a temporary assistance, and they aren't part of our community. And we've all been there. So I hope you all have a blessed day, and peace out.
Good afternoon. This is Reverend Chris Wilson from St. Andrew Christian Church. I'm here to talk to you about worship this coming Sunday, in particular the message, the sermon for Sunday as well. We started last week a sermon series on the promise. The first week, last week, was on the nature of covenant. And this week, related to that theme of promise, is the all-important theme of listening. With any meaningful relationship, with any meaningful promise going forward, if you can't listen, there's not much that relationship means to us. I recall in Psalm 88, when the psalmist cries out to God, I'm among those whom you remember no more. Just as the psalmist puts the language in the psalm of, you don't hear me, the psalmist still prays to God. Even if they feel as though there is no listening, the crying out is still there, hoping that God will listen. Our scripture text this Sunday comes from Exodus chapter 3. And in that passage, Moses is doing his thing. He's taking care of the animals. And he is surprised by a burning bush that's not consumed. When Moses encounters God's presence, one of the first things that God says is, I have heard the cries of my people. We hear in the passage that God has been listening. We sometimes spend so much doing and less listening. In order for the promise to be filled, we need to tune up our ears, close our mouths, and listen. Join us for worship on Sunday.